What is your worst nightmare? So, this is a game called Your Worst Nightmare. And it's the back of the box says spiders, snakes, public speaking, hippies. What gives you the willies? This game features the world's scariest nightmares and a chance to face your fears. Players deal 4 fear cards and rank them on their scare cards, from blood curdling to no big deal. But the real challenge is to figure out how your fellow players will rank them. Who's scared of failure? Germs, her boss. After each round, players discuss why they're scared, which is the first step to overcoming your fear. So don't be scared, it's frightening fun. Got this from a Walmart a while back, and I saw the board, I saw the cover, and I'm like, that looks really, really cool. And everybody knows deep down there's a fear somewhere, and so always a blast trying to figure it out. And it's good with friends. And the one thing about this game, for my review for this game, it is super easy to learn. And the instructions it's a 2-page, but it's like a scroll if you would. The object of the game is to be the first player to score, you guessed it, 13 points. Unlucky number. Players earn points by successfully ranking other players' fears. So it's literally just how well do you know the person that you're playing against, or with, how you want to play it. And here is your scare boards. There is these are only 4 players. Yeah, it's only 4 players. You get four scare books or 4 scare cards. And then it's like your fears plus the person's fears, and then you have your points. And yeah, super simple, easy to kind of remember. You have it comes with markers with a eraser, and then you have your cards, and each of them have their own picture to go with it. So like one of the fears is falling, the other one is falling asleep in public, and then more such as Friday the 13th. So it's literally one of the simplest games to play. It's basically, again, like, how well do you know the person you're competing against? Like, I know I have a couple of fears that people might not know, and if you're just meeting a person, like, this is not the best game to play with someone who you're doing like a double date with somebody and you don't know your date, and it's just gonna be super awkward. But it'd be a lot of fun to get to try to figure out, what are their fears. Maybe, I don't know, but I bought it just mostly to the idea of how well do you know your friends, how well do you know your mother, your dad, whatever it is, how well do you know them. It's super simplified, and again, the more that you guess correctly, the more points you get. All players simply fill the left column of the scare cards of their fears, ranking the fears shown in what order was scares them the most, 1 to 4. So basically, you're both playing with the same cards. Everybody playing the same cards, and then you rank those certain cards a certain way. So each round is basically the same thing for everybody, but you're ranking which ones scare you the most. So let's just go with, I'll give you a quick little random one so we're not taking up too much time. There we go. And there's also one that you can write your own fear too, though. Like, if you have a fear of like your PC crashing and it's not on the list, you can do that. I'm always afraid of sometimes my PC might update because it's Windows 11, So I'm going, oh great, I have another update. Hopefully OBS works after this. So You have your 4 fears: doctors, nuclear weapons, stalkers, and then peanut butter on the roof of your mouth. I don't know who has that fear, but so you have these then. Let's just go with 4 fears, right? That you're playing with, and we're gonna rank them from top to bottom. So nuclear weapons for me, it's a natural fear. Nuclear weapons, I have to respect them in fear. I have a respectable fear for nuclear weapons. That's gonna be my first option, but I don't know what the person next to me will be having. So I would say maybe they're more afraid of stalkers because of their past experiences. Me, I've never had a problem with stalkers. I've had it happen, but it's never been an actual problem. So that's be kind of close to the bottom of my list. Doctors, again, I have respectable fear for them, but I also know that 80% of doctors I have met out there are not the sociopath or psycho killers that people are afraid of. So again, top bottom for me. But then you have peanut butter on the roof of your mouth. I have never had this fear my entire life, so this for me is already automatically a number like last. So then going through this process then of elimination of which one then would I put as 2 and 3, right? So I would go, I don't know, stalkers. You don't know their intentions. Doctors, I kind of do. So stalkers are going to be higher than doctors. So we're going to go with that. So this would be my ranking then is nuclear weapons, then stalkers, then doctors, then peanut butter. So if I was to then have to look across the room to say another individual who I might go, they really hate peanut butter. They really hate peanut butter. Yeah, you know who I'm talking about. You know who it is. I go, their first fear might actually just still be nuclear weapons if I knew they were a common sense individual, or if they're a comedy person, then they might say, doctors are the first one because doctors are scary, But I know then the peanut butter, they hate peanut butter, right? They absolutely hate peanut butter. So I might go, this might be before nuclear weapons. So if I know the person who hates loads peanut butter, I might put it as number 1. I get a point for that. And then basically they would then go, I know you. Nuclear weapons has got to be number 1. So they would write down on their board saying this is what they have and their list. So that's kind of how the game goes. You go round after round and you discuss stuff. And this is probably a good way to start up conversations, to get people to talk, to get people to know each other. And it looks like a horror game, but it's not. It's not a scary game. It's more of, how well do you know your friends or your partner or whoever it is in your life. So your worst nightmare, would definitely recommend it if you were to have like a party of people of 4. It sucks you only have 4 players, but I'm pretty sure you could do maybe teams. You could figure a way to do that. So, but again, that's my review and take on your worst nightmare. Again, I've been playing a lot of these games. I know some of the games I've been showing on here. I've never played before, so I am trying to make sure I get these games that I have played before and I know kind of the rules. So, yeah, that is your worst nightmare. I hope you enjoyed this video. Leave a like and subscribe. Comment below what your fear is, and would love to hear your guys' thoughts and takes on that. I hope you guys had an awesome time doing this. I enjoy making these videos. Have a little laugh in life, and remember, you are also a legend. I love you guys so very much. Have an awesome one. Peace and love.